It's still a mess, man. It's just, well, maybe they meant by it not having as many people there as it used to. Maybe that's what they, yeah, but as far as like the homelessness and how that issue, that stuff, yeah, you've probably never seen it. It's
yeah, I saw it to a degree, but not to what they were explaining of recent times.
I mean, for a city that small, man, I mean, for a city the size of San Francisco, it's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. I mean, it's just a lot of it. I mean, I just this one street called Golden Gate and Hyde. I mean, you go there some nights, man. No, the whole block is just littered, just like, wow. It's like something out of you can't even explain it. I mean, I've seen people standing up, man, like they're like frozen, like, and I think that's that drug, you know.
Yeah, the zombified state.
Oh man, I saw one guy. He was just like a statue. He wasn't moving at all.
Yeah, it's
like this.
It's crazy.
It's like, man, what kind of drug is that?
It's always some new drug or something they're experimenting with.
Why would you even want to?
Probably whatever they're taking is no longer effective, so they want something new or different.
And they'll take something that'll kill them to get that effect.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's going to kill them.
And that's just that high or that escape or that feel good for the moment. But then once the high wears off, it's, you know, the thing is, like, you don't have the money for the food, or you're totally homeless, but you have the money to get the
but
drug.
if they got the money to get the drug, they can get they can get a piece of, they can go to Jack in the Box, you know, or you figure you spending $10 or $15 on a piece of drug, you know, you can go get you 2 pieces of fried chicken for that.
Yeah.
You know, or, you know, it's just that has to come first.
Right.
Before the food.
Yeah, the priorities.
Priorities, man. I mean, it's you know, it's more powerful than the food.
Yeah.
Usually a person want to eat first.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
You know,
so eat first before you drink or you smoke, whatever it is.
But
I don't know. It's just
I don't know how New York is. I mean, I've never.
I mean, New York. It's New York. It's always have its issues.
Oh yeah, it's the biggest city. Yeah.
To me, it doesn't seem like it's much different because it's like you see it every day. So you know, it doesn't really stand out or anything like that. But we do have, you know, people that are homeless and drugs and all that.
Oh yeah, just like anywhere, man. But it's the biggest city in the United States. So
I have to say, like, you'd see certain things like in the subways and, you know, people around, and we just got used to it. Some of them, they would not like self-help, they don't want help. You know, some of them would ask for money, would offer food, and they're like, nope, I don't want food, and I just want the money.
That's what they say.
Yeah. I remember this one case, I saw this guy in a wheelchair, he was in Grand Central, and I was like, oh, I guess let me go down, get some food, get water. So I got soup, sandwich, and water, and I brought it back to him. I was like, oh, you know, here you go. I spent like maybe about $25. And I was like, oh, here you go, you know, hopefully this, you know, will, you know, help you tide you over for a little bit.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, well, what is it? I was like, oh, it's soup, sandwich, and well, what type of sandwich is it? And what type of soup is it? And I'm like,
that's what he said?
That's what he said. And he was like,
what type of soup?
What type of soup and what type of sandwich? And then he started to, oh, well, I have hypertension and I have diabetes. So
oh, that's what he said?
Yeah, you would give me the money. And I'm like,
well,
no.
I guess
no. So since after that, I was like, I would like to help the best I can, but some of them, they don't want the food, they just want the money.
Yeah.
So they
could have had those issues though. You know, but
no, I'm not saying that it's
you know, it's diabetes.
Not, yeah. But the condition that he was in, I'm like,
right. Like,
take a chance. I don't know if he had medicine, didn't have medicine.
Right.
It was a sandwich, it wasn't anything. They had like lettuce, tomato, there was some
I see.
meal and hearty.
Oh,
And
okay.
there was soup or whatever the case may be. But, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm not discounting that he may have had the conditions, but it's just the way that he came off.
Yeah, way it sounded. Yeah, kind of way
And he had said to me, well, you know, I really appreciate it, but I have certain, you know, conditions. I don't know if it may work. You know, what is it that you have, or maybe something like that. But it was right away like, well, what you got? It's kind of that bold sort of like
direct type.
Yeah. Well, typical New York, we tend to be direct, but it's just like I'm trying to help, but you know.
Now you're asking me.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, just like another one that someone else did that to me like a few years ago. That just came from, it was a 7-Eleven. I was going to school.
Really?
At night, and then this woman was walking down the street, and she was like, "Oh, I'm hungry, and I want something to eat." She's like, "Oh, here you go. I just came from the 7-Eleven. The boxes are still sealed. I didn't touch the pizza and some snacks, and some drinks." And then she was like, "Oh no, I can't have that. I just prefer to have the money." And I'm like, I don't. Have any money.
Yeah, well.
So
Some of
it's just really
some
sad.
of them.
For some of these drugs, once you get on, you don't get off.
It's just it overpowers, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it overpowers all decision making.
It does.
You know what I mean? It's very powerful.
And again, adulting is hard. Life is hard, period.
You say life is hard. When you say cheap?
I mean, for everyone.
Yeah,
There's always something. It's never an easy ride.
Right. But you say life is. How do you say that?
Life is hard.
Yeah, I remember a guy I knew. He was from Florida, Fort Lauderdale. I remember he had this one saying. He used to say, "Life will jump on your back and ride it." He said, "And ride you till." I forgot how he said it, but I remember that's the first part.
He does that too. He does all of that.
Yeah, life will jump on your back.
It's it's just about decisions, choices, all of these different things, and
The intricacies of life.
Exactly. It doesn't come easy. Some people think it may be easy, but it's not. Or just some people. It seems like some people just have an entitlement, and I'm like, I don't know which world you're living in, but sorry to tell you, unless you're a multi-millionaire or something like that, you gotta work for every bit of it.
Well, it's a lot of people they look at one person and say, "Oh, look at him now," but they don't know what happened before. What he went through before he got there. You know what I'm saying? They just see that finished product.
You may see the success, or you may see
the finished product.
But even sometimes with the finished product, you don't even know potentially how much debt they're in for that finished product. Or maybe they're just putting on a pretty face for the day.
Yeah.
That's the thing. People don't take the time to find out.
Yeah.
You get issues with either jealousy, or you're having a grudge, or you're waiting for someone in the corner, so you can.
Oh yeah, man.
It's just it's just really tough.
You seem like this one guy said. He said, I'm not gonna say it on here. He said life is hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He said life. He said crazy. That's crazy, though.
I mean, just like you're doing what you're doing to, for your survival, and I'm doing what I have to do for my survival.
Right.
Just like many other people doing too. Something that I found is sometimes people just get stuck in a cycle. It's like they don't know how to break out of it.
Right.
Or the lack of it's either potentially ignorance or arrogance and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The only way to get out,
Right.
is to try to fight your way out.
Right.
Sometimes, because nobody's going to hand you anything.
No, man. Well, it's if you find somebody that's into you and wants to help you and do things, hey man, treasure that.
Yeah.
Another mate or whatever. Some people they abuse a privilege, man.
They do.
You know, they get something good and nice, and they screw it up. They screw it up.
Yeah, it's like for some people, like,
Yeah.
it's like you have this going, let's, try to keep it, or
Yeah.
to it, or
Don't sabotage it.
Yeah, you throw it away.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yes, we get way over our heads, but probably find ways to adjust. Drugs is not easy.
No, it's not, man. No, it's that stuff. Yeah, it's been it's torn out. And the thing about it, man, it's killed off a lot of talented people.
Yeah.
People that had great talent, great skills, great that drug, man.
One of the main ones that comes to mind, Whitney Houston.
Huh?
Whitney Houston, such talent.
Oh yeah, man. That and a lot of people want to blame it on Bobby. Bobby,
but yeah, you also have to be a willing participant. If she wasn't a willing participant,
I mean, I'm not saying
she shouldn't have been consuming it. And also, from what I've heard from the side of it, is she was open to it or aware of it even before Bobby. So
before Bobby.
yeah, so
I think that industry though, man.
it's
You got to be careful with that industry, man, because it's devil's paradise, man.
It is. It's like
really
you start off, and once you get the fame, it's like you
Yeah.
gotta keep it because the expectation is you're gonna come up with more. It's gonna be better. You have
Right. You got to
the
stay up
pressures-
later.
The pressures that come on along with it. And
Yeah, you got to be in the studio trying to crank out something better than the last one, and
exactly.
it's
Gotta top the charts.
Yeah.
Everybody's pretty done with that.
and it all takes some clown to come in. Yeah, I got a little bit of this here, and and then they take one shot of that,
Yep.
and
then
now
you're like,
you
this is good, and then you're like, oh.
and then it becomes good every day,
Yep.
and now you hooked on the shit, and
So you're like, just a little bit, and then you're like, oh, I gotta amp it up just a little bit.
Right.
It's, just like any medication.
yeah, it gets
So
it's a devil's industry, boy.
it's interesting.
Then you got the sharks in there trying to take your money, and if you're making big money,
Exactly.
you got the sharks.
The money, and they leave you holding the bag. They swindle little by little away. You gotta be.
You gotta know it. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful, man.
I think even one of the last ones that I read was Shakira when she went to Spain.
Shakira?
Yeah, whoever she had, that accountant in Spain.
Oh, the Shakira girl.
Yeah.
Shakira.
Shakira, yeah. Whatever she had that was in Spain, taking care of whatever the case may be.
Oh,
I
really?
guess they left her in a situation where the Spanish government was like, oh, you owe us taxes, and you da-da-da-da-da-da. And she was like, yeah, but I was doing the financials, the accountant, and whatever was doing it. But it was like, this money doesn't really matter. You're the responsible person
Right.
for it. So,
Shakira's a Spanish girl.
yeah.
Yeah, got the little smooth look, yeah.
All of that.
Latin girl, yeah.
So, that was the last one that I heard, but I'm sure there are many others.
Even
Even here in the U.S.
even Justin Bieber, man.
No, I didn't hear
Justin,
about him, but
yeah, but what's strange, man, is that I didn't know he had him and the girl he was with, they had a stroke or something.
Justin Bieber.
That's weird. That's kind of, yeah. I heard on I think it was YouTube or something. Yeah, that's kind of strange, man. At that, when a kid, because Bieber's not that old, to have a thing and his girl, I think that's drugs. I think it has something to do with some drugs. I think it could have been that. Because that stuff can cause you to have a stroke too.
Oh, yeah. What's his name?
Remember him?
No.
Lil Webster,
I probably know who you're talking about.
black guy, a black. He used to play on. He used to play on that show. Yeah, man. His own parents tried to clean him out.
Oh.
Yeah, his name was Webster.
I don't know about the black guy, but I know there was the one with Macaulay Culkin who said his parents tried to really wanted to be emancipated, something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have that too. Or even look at Britney. Supposedly her parents were trying to.
Who was his name? Britney
Spears.
Oh, yeah.
That whole drama.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
like,
Britney was going through some crazy. Phew. I'm surprised Britney, she hung on though.
Yeah, now she seems to be holding her own. I haven't heard about anything about her yet.
Yeah. It was her and that guy, K-Fed.
Yeah, Kevin Federline.
Yeah, niggas call him K-Fed. Yeah, K-Fed. Yeah, he had bailed out of it, you know. I think it got to, I don't know, but
I think they have 2-3 kids together, and then.
Oh, 2-3 kids. Oh,
Yes,
with Britney?
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
That's the kids that she had now. I mean, I'm guessing they're pretty much grown teenagers.
Damn. Yeah.
It's the industry. Even not only that, too. Financially, you see corporate executives and all that stuff because they gotta meet the monthly or the quarterly numbers.
Yeah.
And in order for them to stay up and deal with the books and get the performance or whatever, some of them do whatever they have to do. So it's.
Yeah, I think that's what caused. Jamie to be a little.
Jimmy Fox.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I think they said. Well, I know they said he had health issues and he was in the hospital for a while.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
I don't know what. I don't think they disclosed.
But I think he could have been under a little bit of stress.
Yep, that's it.
You
Even
know.
what's his name? Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
Yeah, he is the comedian, and he's also on that game show. What's the name? Comes on just before the Price is Right.
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
I've heard the name, but I haven't watched TV in a while.
And he was saying, he was like, I'm a comedian, I make everybody laugh, and all of that stuff. I'm always smiling, I'm always
Yeah.
like, but he was like, because I go home and I'm so alone, and he was struggling with depression and all that stuff. And that's
Wayne Brady.
Wayne Brady.
He's a comedian.
He's a comedian, yeah. Yeah. He used to be on this show called Whose Line Is It Anyway? That was one, and now he's on a game show. It's not coming to me right now.
Yeah. What's that guy? Yeah, man. What's his name? Not Wayne. The boy back in the day, man. They used to call him Farley. Kind of a heavy set white dude. That's how I used to. Oh, he was funny, man. But look, you know, but he couldn't. It was something.
Yeah.
Then I think he committed suicide or something.
Yeah, some people.
Farley.
Struggles. The mind is a.
Yeah, man.
It's. I don't know.
Yeah, Farley, boy. He was one of the best, man. Yeah, but like you say, man, it's behind when the curtain closes.
Yeah, you don't see what's behind the curtain.
Curtain closes, man.
This is like one thing my grandmother always said to me. She was like, never anything.
And some people, man, they go and they get a, they fans is they family. Then when they go home to that big mansion.
Yep.
They don't have nobody in it but themselves.
Exactly. And I'm like,
I wouldn't want to stay in no big.
I am like that. And I'm like, what are you doing that? Like,
yeah.
It's like probably all the echoes and the hollowness. And like, you
Nah, man. I like old boy say, like this guy named Jim Rohn. He say, it's better to sleep in a. How do you say it? Better to sleep in a tent.
Yep.
Better to sleep in a tent than a mansion all by yourself. He said, that shit.
the whole mansion thing, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, it works for them. That's great.
It's better to sleep in a tent
Yeah.
than in a mansion.
I'd rather be in a small, cozy space.
Yeah,
by
yeah,
myself
small.
than this big ass mansion. Because then you gotta
Oh
maintain
man,
this mansion also.
you. I mean, you got a 8-room palatial,
8 bathrooms.
8 bathrooms, almost like 2 kitchens.
Yeah.
You know,
And you're never home.
you never. Yeah, like
What's the point?
what's the use?
It's just that you pay taxes on it. Well, if that, because some people they have the back, even though they're celebrities, they have the
Yeah.
back taxes. So that's one issue. The taxes on a property like that, that's one. Then you have the maintenance because something is going wrong. Because if you're not going to the bathrooms and using the pipes, I mean, eventually they're gonna fall apart. But yeah, it's.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. The way my boy said it. Better to sleep in a tent than in a mansion all by yourself.
Because I like to think too, it's also creepy. Like
Yeah,
you're in
because
one wing and all of the other wings, you hear a noise somewhere. You hear something.
every little.
Or you have to sleep with one eye closed, one eye open. Because
Yeah,
also potentially someone may try to break in.
yeah,
I have that all the time too.
yeah.
Because all
Because
these rappers and
Oh, yeah.
all of that, they
Well,
don't
what-
have the fame, they have the
it
money,
was a- it-
and people just waiting for them to kill them.
it was a couple, man, a black couple. I think they stayed in Bel Air or Beverly Hills, and and they were broken into, and something crazy happened, man. But you know, those people, that's who they target, man,
That's
because they know that's where the real,
yes.
if they go do something, that's
Yep.
where they're gonna get the biggest bang.
Exactly. But the problem with that too is like people can't keep their business private. It's like everything is on Facebook, everything is on Instagram, like we're advertising for the whole world, everything that you have in your house.
It's crazy.
And I'm like, you're setting your own self up because you're showing them everything that you have.
Yeah.
And I know exactly in which room it is.
Yeah, well, they some of them just can't keep their mouth quiet.
They can't.
You know, they just feel like they gotta say something,
Yeah, exactly.
and that's where they get messed up.
Exactly. They said recently there was
They tell on themselves.
Yeah. They said there was a rapper who got killed, and he was on Facebook and he was, mouthing off, or Instagram or whatever, and then he was telling them like, "Oh, I'm gonna be here at this time, and I'm gonna be here at that time," and they laid in wait for him at his house, and they killed him at his house because they knew when he was coming home.
Wow.
I mean, social media could be good, but it could be very,
Oh, it can be a worst nightmare.
yeah.
You know, because that's what all these people are looking at. You know.
They do, and even now, like, oh yeah, going on vacation, you take this really nice vacation,
Yeah.
but they don't tell you how much they spent on the vacation, or they
Right.
don't tell you how much credit card debt they're in, and then you have these other people that are like, oh yeah, I want to go there too, and I want to do that, and I want to do this, and like, well, have you considered, can you really afford it?
Yeah, because
Or I want to go there, and I've seen just someone online, and in a sense said hello, and I'm like, oh, hey, how are you? And I was like, oh, I came to the museum or whatever it is, just so I can get a photo or whatever it is for my Instagram page. And
Yeah.
I'm like, really? You left the city and traveled north for an hour just so you could get photos, so you could put it on your Instagram page? You didn't say you came to enjoy the experience, and while you're in the experience, you were taking the photos and you're going to put those on the Instagram.
Right.
No, I just came to get photos, so I put it on the Instagram.
why would you want to publicize yourself?
It's
Yeah, man. I mean, they're not on Facebook now. What, Twitter? Twitter's a big one.
yeah. Interesting with that Twitter thing too. Like Elon Musk just says, Bitcoin.
Oh, Bitcoin?
Yeah, back like a year or two ago when he was just like,
Oh, yeah.
if he mentions all my mother had to do was just give me the look.
Oh
That
yeah.
was it. Just the look.
Oh there, that look.
And I know,
Uh-huh.
don't keep pushing it because
Yeah.
especially growing up in the Caribbean, there's no such thing as don't spank the child. No.
Oh, in the Caribbean.
They spank the crap out of you.
Yeah, well, that's what my father's man. You didn't do right, man. He went and got a razor strap, man. And shit, he's like, damn. These kids don't understand, man, what they got now.
They don't.
Like,
They don't.
he used to get with a razor strap, not a switch.
Anything they find for the
Yeah.
most part.
They just went for whatever.
Yeah. I remember back in my time growing up, it was just a general Caribbean thing.
Yeah.
Let's say you mess with a neighbor, whatever it is, the neighbor had the right to beat the crap out of you. And then they take you home, and then you get a whooping from your mother
God.
or your father, and then you get a whooping from your grandparents too. It was like, you should know better.
Right.
Here, there's like, you speak to them, maybe just a little bit raising the voice, and it's abuse.
Yeah.
So it's like the kids are the parents and the parents are the children.
Yeah, they just, different era, man. It's a totally different era, man. It's
they're doing it, they know it's wrong, and they're just no, it's so cute. It's not cute.
yeah, man.
Because later, you're not going to be able to control the bus today.
Yeah, say, man, it's a different era.
Yeah.
No joke. Kids don't have that no respect,
And now it's
Yeah.
my brother, once he said to me, he's like,
Your brother?
yeah, he's like, well, what is it what's in it for me? And I'm like,
Right.
really? So you're not going to show up? You're not going to just be present?
He said, what's in it for him?
Yes, what's in it?
Yeah, what's in it? It's always a what's in it? Yeah, man, it's You would think coming from a brother, they'd be like, just be willing,
Yeah.
But I guess.
Born here, he's American. What, 25?
He's 25?
He's 25, so,
He's younger than you, right?
Just that year.
He's younger than you, right?
Yeah. There's a 15-year.
Oh, 15?
15.
Oh, okay, my brother,
Nothing in common.
we like a 10-year difference, man. You 15.
Yeah, 15 is
That's a big gap.
a big gap. Nothing in common.
I think you had the A1C here. There was this hotel. Is it this one? Let me see.
Yeah, I think it's the same entrances.
Must be here.
But it's over here.
Over here. That's what I thought, man. Let me turn around. This hotel here. Thing is, that's Terra, right? Yeah, man, that's a big. Oh, did I go the wrong way? I guess I can go this way. Yeah, there we go. But you're going Terra.
No, I'm going to
Right here?
right here.
Marriott. Okay, Anderson,
Thank
man.
you so very much.
Nice talking
Pleasure.
with you, man.
All right.
Yeah, you
Take
too,
care.
man. Yeah.
Be safe.
You too now.